Hi, I'm Chuck, and I head up operations here at Acme Manufacturing's Newport plant. I've been working for Acme for 25 years, and I have worked in a number of management and operations roles in our factories, and I know our operational systems like the back of my hand. Up until recently, I'd never given cybersecurity much thought. I'm responsible for day-to-day operations on the plant floor and for increasing production and revenue. I oversee scheduling, daily production, and provide leadership with daily operating reports, and I develop strategic production plans, quality control, production budgets, safety procedures, performance goals, manufacturing processes, and operations reports are part of my daily routine. Strategic planning helps me drive efficiencies and achieve production goals. I manage our 2,500 plant manufacturing staff. I serve on the safety committee and shape and manage the safety plan. If IT wants to take a system down for patching or upgrade, they have to schedule it with me and my team. I don't take kindly to unscheduled maintenance stoppages. I report up to the RVP of operations. I work with the line managers in the plant, building managers, and lately, as we work to modernize our plant operations, I'm seeing a lot more of Daniel, our CISO, as we discuss security needs to support the modernization. I'm measured on operating the plant safely while producing optimal production. I strive for 99.9% efficiency while removing inefficiencies in operations and staffing. Small deviations make a huge difference to the bottom line and my bonus at the end of the year. My top 3 priorities are to achieve an annual production quota profitably, to establish safety first as a cultural value and operate the plant with 0 accident days, to optimize the profit of the facility by reducing cost and increasing efficiency. Cybersecurity impacts all 3 of my main goals because an outage caused by NotPetya or WannaCry malware can seriously impact my environment and prevent me from achieving my production and profitability goals. We were briefed by our global systems integrator on crash override attacks in Germany, and this type of attack has big safety implications. If it got into our industrial control systems, I'm concerned about efficiency and the planned system modernization and potential disruption to operations. In an ideal world, I would like cybersecurity to be invisible to my team. What does a day in my life look like? I love the real-time nature of my job, and every day I come to the plant is a buzz for me, even after 25 years. I arrive at the plant office at 7 a.m. and I go straight to a meeting with my direct reports to review the evening shift production and safety update. 8 o'clock meeting with OT and maintenance to coordinate production startups, shutdowns, and changeovers for the next 2 weeks. 9:30, I'll walk the production floor and speak with section hands, shift supervisors, operators, facilities management, safety, and our head of HR about our college recruiting program. It's amazing what you learn by just walking around and talking to people. 11 o'clock, attend monthly briefing with Daniel and the systems integration team who are leading the IT-OT integration as we update the plant industrial control systems. 12 o'clock, I have lunch in the cafeteria and find some new people I don't recognize, sitting with our head of procurement. Turns out they're from cybersecurity vendor trying to get the lowdown on our OT segmentation plans. 1 o'clock, I'm preparing for a guest appearance at a board meeting being held at our plant. I'm presenting our production figures and reviewing our safety record. 3:30, I'm back in the office, catch up on email and voicemail. I receive a commendation from the board in the meeting. They want me to draw up a company safety first code and brief other plant leaders at our annual offsite. 4 o'clock, I call Daniel as I'm worried about our ICS equipment and our vulnerability to a malware attack on the high-speed emergency shutdown system. 4:30, I meet with our financial controller to optimize working capital with a focus on inventory turns. 5 o'clock, my day is officially over, but I have 4 hours of work to do when I get home to catch up on what I missed today. There are literally hundreds of problems that have to be solved in operating the plant. The top 3 that I wrestle with on a daily or weekly basis are increasing cyber risk, OT security, evolving safety threats. Let's drill down on them and examine the causes of the problems and their likely impact. 5 years ago, very few operations focused on cyber risk as a priority. Our ICS systems were isolated and air-gapped, but as we digitally transformed our OT plant, we increased operational risk due to the introduction of converged IT and OT within the plant systems. The cause of increased risk is the convergence of OT physical plant systems with internet-connected IT systems, IoT-connected devices, and connection to cloud apps. These connections expose some of our ICS systems, which have very little security. Cyber just wasn't an issue when they were designed. From an operations perspective, I need to be on top of all risk, and this is why. I attend the monthly security briefings. I worry about the impact comprised OT can cause serious business and safety risk, including reduced productivity, damage to plant equipment, endangered lives, stolen production data and IP, fines, and class action suits, not to mention my bonus at the end of the year. IT understands the need for security, but doesn't completely recognize the OT implications of enforcing active security measures and impacting fragile network infrastructure. With all the new IP devices coming online, there are new risks and compliance requirements that must be tracked and reported. Shutting down OT for patching is virtually impossible due to the revenue risk. Security in OT is important, but requires different thinking as a sensitive approach from IT. Performing upgrades and patching has to be scheduled in maintenance windows, which means we might run for up to 3 months without an unpatched system, and the impact is increasing complexity, cost, and risk, increasing pressure to achieve compliance. Maintaining legacy equipment adds risk and pressure. Malicious malware is a distinct threat to our ICS emergency shutdown systems. OT is becoming a more significant target of primary interest to cyber criminals to accomplish extortion, espionage, and even sabotage. Traditional security practices simply cannot protect OT against fast-evolving threats that target where many devices cannot be actively managed or patched. The resources and skills to manage OT security are scarce and add risk. The impact? Involving threats means we have to rethink ICS security, increasing the risk of a successful cyber attack, which might include physical damage. Critical skill shortage adds risk. As I think about what interests me when it comes to potential partners and suppliers, I am interested in systems that help modernize and have a positive impact on plant safety. Any solution we look at for OT must positively impact efficiency and availability, or at least not detract from it. I read the regulatory change proposal from NIST, as well as compliance briefings from auditors and our consulting partner. I want to stay one step ahead of compliance. We will favor vendors who can integrate with our current OT infrastructure and who can work with our current skill levels. I'm very averse to forklifting as a solution, by the way. I'm an avid reader of training and coaching ideas to improve staff efficiency. I really appreciate insights from consultants and leading thinkers that we can adapt to get a jump on the competition. Industry conferences and peer group meetings are important for sharing and learning new ideas. Finally, I am a safety junkie, and thinking about threats and cybersecurity protections has caused me to reevaluate operational availability, safety, and efficiency through a different lens. It's going to get a lot more exciting around here as we modernize. I'm determined to prevent the possibility of a cyber attack from impacting the safety of our employees, and we will do whatever it takes to make it so. As a rule, I want to meet with suppliers who understand my day-to-day environment, someone who knows how to address the problems I face. I get really tired of emptying my voicemail box and deleting junk email from salespeople, pitching me on the next big thing in plant operations. If the CISO needs me to participate in a vendor meeting, he will invite me. I will meet our OT system vendors as well as our robotics suppliers, as we have hundreds of millions invested in their equipment. I attend industry events to meet peers and keep abreast of compliance and manufacturing issues and successes. My peer group is quite active in our state, and we have a formal quarterly meeting and informal lunches with peers. If you really want to meet me, the best way would be to present a plenary session at an OT conference. Then I can meet your execs in a more relaxed environment. I am an active learner and attend relevant SANS and NIST training sessions, and I read all of the briefing docs coming from regulatory bodies in our industry. Finally, A piece of advice. If we do meet, don't pitch me your products. Help me understand how your company can help us reduce risk without impacting production or safety. From this module, you have a better understanding of the OT Operations Director and how to engage them in selling the Fortinet solution to support an organization's OT security strategy.